folks, this is Sonia with 2x2 Lagotto and Kennels. I'm here with Bonnie today to show you a working cut. You can also use this for your companion cut. That's fine. So you always start with a clean dog, and you can brush any debris that's in the coat out. So I'm just going to brush all that real quick. I'm using a pen brush to do this. And you're brushing the hair in the opposite direction. Bonnie is our recent import from Italy, from Compaion. I know I'm butchering that because I'm not Italian. But Mauricio, I'm probably butchering that too, sent this fabulous, fabulous girl to us. All right, so Bonnie has a very tight curl, and as a result, we're going to use our slicker brush also. So on a clean dog, you're going to slicker brush all of this. She's going to look like a poodle here in a minute. And you can do this in stages. You don't have to do the whole body at once. These can hurt a little bit on bare skin and against the bone, so be very careful. Sorry, no hurt, no hurt, no hurt. All right, so once you've got her brushed out, you brush her tail out too. This is what your Lagotto should look like in between appointments. Shouldn't be any matting. You should be easily able to take a comb through without pulling. It's a straight comb. It's not like your hair where you can, but you're not going to be pulling up the skin that's attached. All right, so I've got that brushed out. I'm going to use my curved scissors, and I'm going to start going with the contour of her body. Now, because her fur is such a tight curl, she would not be a candidate for using your clippers with a comb attachment. And the goal is to make this even. This could be your companion cut or your working cut. Although most breeders who are doing working cuts will just use a 7 finish cut, a 7 FC blade. Remember, the tail is supposed to be like a carrot. And you can do this every 4 to 6 weeks. If you start getting up into 6 weeks, you'll notice some matting unless you're doing some very good maintenance. So I've got her tail here. Let's stand you back up, honey. And I've brushed it out, and now I'm doing my carrot cut on the tail, getting rid of all the fringe. Nice little carrot tail. All the fringe is gone. I'm just going to round out her hiney here. And as you go along, you can continue to brush. The legs, nice little columns. So I'm probably taking off, and this is, let's see, about 4 weeks in between grooms here. Her length is about 1/2 inch, and in other places it's about 1 inch. So I'm taking 1/2 to 1/4 inch off. Such a great job. I think she's starting to understand some English now. So you've got a nice smooth look there. There's some other great videos. Let's turn you around. There's some other great videos out. One of my favorite groomers is Jody Murphy, and she's got some great videos on how to bathe your dog, how to scissor, how to brush, how to do a shave down, which is essentially a puppy cut. And I know there are groomers who despise that word puppy cut, because what in the world does that mean? That's why I did the puppy cut videos, to show people exactly what it does mean. So I'm just brushing all this. Now, one of the other things that you can do, nope, stand up. One of the other things you can do after you've bathed your Lagotto, if you want to go to the expense of purchasing a blower, a hair dryer for dogs, you can blow them out, and they certainly, it kind of skips a little bit of this scissoring, or excuse me, this brushing, and they can look like a poodle for sure after you have blown out that coat after a bath. But it, and then give them a quick brush over, it kind of skips this brush, brush, brush part. Oh, back to Jody Murphy. Her other videos that I like, please forgive me for what I'm about to say. She has a golden doodle, a doodle video. And I've talked to her about doing a Lagotto video. We just haven't been able to coordinate schedules. But the doodle video shows some great technique. I don't want your Lagotto looking like a doodle. I don't want your Lagotto looking like a poodle or a Bichon. Cute breeds and they have their own style, but you want your Lagotto to look like a Lagotto, right, Bonnie? So again, scissoring. She has really tight curls. It's a fabulous Lagotto coat. Bonnie's just a fabulous Lagotto. You also have to leave well enough alone when it's time to leave well enough alone. or you can get all these stray hairs. All right, so I'll finish up the rest of her body, but it's the same. You're just scissoring. You can use your curved or your straight scissors. And we'll continue on with the rest of the body. The legs, all 4 legs are nice columns. Brushing. Get all these stray hairs in the corners here. All right. You're okay. Now, I see Bonnie's got a couple of mats here on her feet. So I'm just going to carefully trim those out. If you wait too long in between grooms, the only thing that there is left to do, as I have repeated multiple times in my other videos, is to shave down. And please don't be angry with your groomer when they have to do that. They feel bad that they have to do it. It makes them feel like they're not doing their job because, quite honestly, a shave down is so super easy. They have specialized in their craft, their skill, and they want to be able to use it to show off their skills. A shave down to them feels like the easy way out, except when you have a matted dog. Oop. And there went one mat. Hold still. All right. There's our nice little columnar leg. That is so curly. This is actually more curly than I would want. Let's see if we can't get some of this brushed out some more. Not more curly than I want in my Lagotto, but more curly than I want when I'm doing a brush down to groom. She's got some very tight curls. This is one that I would use a combination of the blow dryer and your brushing skills. So that side's done. I won't do the other side on camera because you can't see me. Now I'm going to brush her head. Let me grab and switch with my small one. Brush all this fur up. I'm not brushing on the inside of the head, the ear. Some Lagotto have more hair in their ear than others. This is about the amount of hair that you want to keep in here. And use your blunt scissors. I don't have mine in here. But she had minimal ear hair. Never, never, never pluck your ear hair. Causes infections. I don't care what anybody says. Don't let them get matted though either. So that needs to be a weekly maintenance. You're looking at toenails, you're looking at teeth, and you're looking at ear hair every week. You're brushing a couple of times a week to keep all of the debris out of their fur. And you just use one of these brushes very gently. Brush along that mouth, along her chin. Hey, Miss Fluffy Face. So now I have Fluffy Face here. All right. So I'm going to take my scissors, start working on this. Blending the head with the neck, taking a little bit more off the neck. Don't move, darling. Take your collar off. All right. Oops, missed the spot. All right, on our ears, that's pretty fluffy. And make sure it doesn't have any mats or debris in it. Fluff it all up, and you're going to trim almost all the way down to the ear leather. And you're going to hold your thumb and your finger and your hand against this ear. Where'd your girl go? She went running through the house, didn't she? That's why you got distracted. Where'd she go? All right, so back to the ear again. Trimming all of this excess fringe. You can hold the ear up as long as you've got your fingers along the edge. We're going to round this tip off. Almost making a little pocket for that ear to lay on. Then, once you've got that little pocket, you can hold your thumb and your hand around her muzzle and finish off the shape. You fussing for your girl? She loves our daughter. All right, so you've got that. Now, you can take, these are thinning shears, and you can finish the edge of her ear. Hold still. Take more of that fluff off without having scissor marks. You're woolly. Look at the camera. How do you look? How do you look? Let me switch to the other side. Let's stand up. You can also use this on the top and around the eyes. Kind of thin places where you don't really want to cut anymore, but they're woolly. So now I can see her eyes a little bit more. A mistake that a lot of groomers make is to shave right down the bridge of the nose. Not what's intended for this breed. Sorry, I'm not talking much. You've got this pocket where your ear lays, so you're just trimming all that down. Then you can trim around the ear, use your thinning shears again. Hey, baby. So this can be your working cut, although I did not shave her down. But it is a little bit shorter, a little bit more manageable. All right, so next I'm going to use my comb Hold still. Look. My comb on her beard. And, you know, they don't like it, but it doesn't hurt them as long as there's no mats. Your goal is to keep the mats down. Now, I'm not a professional groomer. I've just done this a long time, and I don't think I'm very good at it. That's why I let my handlers, Dawn and Liz Powell, take care of my show grooms. I'll just mess them up. I'm really good at a puppy shave down, and I'm okay at this working cut. It's functional, easy to maintain, and it keeps them looking like a Lagotto. I appreciate her willingness today to let me mess with her. If you're doing this every 4 to 6 weeks, this will keep your Lagotto in great shape and looking like a Lagotto. I'll keep messing with her once I'm done on camera, but this is your basic maintenance groom. You can do this in between full grooms. You can do this as your regular grooming schedule with your groomer or yourself. If you need help finding a groomer, let me know. The last thing I would suggest after you have done this is to take a baby wipe and wipe it over your entire dog to get rid of all of the fuzz, maybe hair particles that you left. And then if your dog, once it's washed and blown dry or brushed out after it's dry, does not have a curly look to it, you can simply put them in the bathtub again and rinse them off and let them towel dry them and then let them air dry. Or you can use a spritzer with just basic water in it, and that'll kink those curls right back up. All right, so this is Sonia with 2x2 Kennels and 2x2 Lagotto and Kennels, showing you this working or companion groom today. And like the video, share it, and be sure to subscribe. You can also check out our webpage at 2x2lagotto.com. Thanks. Bye.